Nice to see you again. I'm Juan Fernandez from the Película in Puerto Rico. It is a pleasure to get to talk to you about the sequel to Black Phone. So let me ask you this. What was your reaction when Scott initially sort of sprinted the fact that there was going to be a second movie, and then when you actually read what they were doing
Yeah.
for the actual sequel?
I mean, I was very, very just surprised. I think I didn't know how they were gonna take it from the first movie, but the idea they had was really cool, and I trust them so much, and I just love the character of Finney with all of my heart. So getting to come back and bring him back to life 5 years later, was an honor. So yeah.
Right. So there's this interesting sort of conversation where in the scene with Damien Richier, where he sort of mentions
Hmm.
he can tell somebody's trauma or somebody who's acting out just by the look in their
Mm.
eyes. And you sort of had to inhabit that throughout the
Mm.
whole.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I wonder if there was music that you would listen to and what you would do to sort of get into that space where
Yeah.
your character's at now.
No, no, music is definitely, I mean, for most roles I do, I make playlists for my characters just to, if I'm in hair and makeup or just driving to set or in between takes, I listen to something. But most of what I would listen to is some Pink Floyd, and that kind of put me into it. But the thing about it is, Finney in this movie, there's something that's not being said. And I think, especially with his character, there's something kind of like what Damien said was a deep fury in a young man's eyes, and it's kind of something you have to show without saying it. So I really had to get in that headspace and put myself in Finney's shoes and just be that character. And it was a challenging thing, and it was really fun though, especially being in that cold and being out there and feeling it. It was something, and I think it all looks so beautiful in the film. So I'm glad we went out and just shot in a blizzard. So yeah.
Okay. So given that it's a couple of years later, you've
Mm,
gotten done other movies and probably went on the press tour for the first one. How
mm.
was it sort of recalibrating, doing a scene with Ethan again as a scene partner as the
Ah,
grabber? So tell me about doing that with more experience and in a
yeah,
different setting.
man, it was definitely like, I mean, when I filmed the first movie, I just turned 13 at that time, and I don't think I watched any of Ethan's work yet. And then, just working with him and seeing how fantastic of an actor he is, and growing up and watching, basically all of his films, he's so fantastic and so incredible. So I just knew the next time I see him, I just need to pick his brain. And the first scene I shot with him on Black Phone 2 was the phone booth scene that's in the trailer. And just being back and that being our first scene was it was crazy. It was special. I stepped in that phone booth and he walked up, and we didn't have very many conversations before that. There's a lot going on. We're in a blizzard. It's just you got to go out there and go for it. And in that moment, we really just feeling that cold and feeling it was like pin needles. It put me into character, and it wasn't like me and Ethan were, back as the grabber and Finney. We just were, and it was special, and it was crazy, and it was wild, and just sharing the screen with him again is such an honor.
Yeah, the audience is going to get a kick out of this. It's really good. All right, so my time is up. Pleasure talking to you. Thanks so much.
Mhm. Oh, likewise, man.